Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to the 5-day Luscious Drink Pleasure Challenge. Speaking of drinking, if you can hear Stella in the background lapping her water, I believe that will cease soon. So I absolutely loved seeing the creations yesterday, hearing all of the questions that you guys had, all of the substitutions. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Welcome. Let me click and see who's here. I don't know why it's not showing up, but I did disable notifications. So let's see if I can, comments will appear here. Okay, they will appear when you type. So today we are making warm citrus, maple, and ginger cider. I tried so hard to drink my smoothie this morning and just couldn't do it. I'm such a cold weenie. I need my warm drink. So I'm really glad we're doing a cooking demo this morning. First things first, set the scene. So I brought my amazing battery operated candle over here. I've shown y'all this before. I turn it off, on, carry it with me everywhere I go in the house. It's amazing. I have my little travel altar with me. It's got some stones in it, some jasper I found outside, and some usnea that I just love. So I'm bringing this into the kitchen with me. And then also some rose water that I made. I just like to bless this up and keep it with me too. So I've set the scene, I cleaned up a bit, and let's breathe. So remember yesterday we talked about transition and intention. So this morning has already been a little just busy with things and getting ready for this. So I'm going to transition. So if you would like to transition with me, please join me. So I'm just placing my hands on my body, taking one deep breath, letting my body know everything that I did earlier today is now complete. I'm calling my energy back. So imagining energy coming back to the center of my body, to that core, and setting the intention that this next little bit together, this video, is fun and electric and pleasurable and delicious. So that is my intention. Hello, my love, Devon. Y'all have any intentions for the day? If you have any just quick, easy intentions, pop them in the chat. We've set the scene. We've set our intentions. So let's get going with the recipe. So it calls for apple juice. I happen to have a hair in my eye and some apple cider that one of my friends brought me from New Hampshire last week. So I'm just going to use this instead. So turning on the stove, 2 cups of apple juice or apple cider. Go ahead and put this in, and I'm going to put it on medium. This burner tends to get going really quickly. So I'm going to put it on medium and cover. Whenever you're making these teas, you always want to cover them, because once they start steaming and once they start cooking, a lot of that goodness in the plants and the herbs and the spices will be released through the steam, and you want to keep all that medicine right here. So we'll get this cooking. Next, chop the ginger. So it says it calls for about 1 inch of ginger. This is a little more than 1 inch, but I'm needing some digestive support today. I'm also needing, ginger is fantastic for digestion, for nausea, for cramping, and I need some of the emotional support for ginger. So ginger is really helpful for helping us to not react so much. And Lal knows we need this right now. So ginger helps us to find that space between stimulus and trigger and reaction. So I'm going to chop a little bit more than an inch. And I don't, when it's going straight in and I'm going to strain it, I don't peel it. So I'm just going to chop this like into pieces about this size and plop it in. All right. So I'm going to set this to cook. I said about 7 minutes. While I'm doing that, I'm curious, what other spices could I put in here? What other ideas? I'm thinking like pumpkin spicy type drink. I'm cold this morning. I need to heat my bones. I want something delicious. Curious if y'all have any ideas of what else I could put in here. If you do, pop them in the chat. Actually, while you do that or coming up with your amazing ideas, I'm going to zest this orange and I'm going to put some of this orange zest in there. Now, I'm only doing this because, yes, Corey, yes, cardamom. Cardamom is my favorite. Actually, I already pulled some cardamom out right here. Clove, yes, rye. I have some clove. Let me pull that out. All right, I got my cardamom and my clove. Now, organic. I can put the peel in there because it's organic and I washed it. Black peppercorns would also be really good. Yes. Devin's here to learn. You are in the right place, my friend. So if your orange is not organic, do not use the peel. Think about where all the herbicides and pesticides and toxins gather on there. So I have this handy dandy. I think, this may be like a fancy bar thing. I don't know. Do y'all know what this is? I guess it's probably for that, because it makes these really cool little peel things. How cute is this? So yum. So I'm going to throw that in there. All right, I'm going to turn it down a little bit because it's simmering. And I'm going to add some cardamom. I guess it is just a zester. I feel like it might have been something else fancy, but all right, so cardamom. Cardamom is, aren't they gorgeous? Cardamom is a carminative, which means it is fantastic for your digestion. And it helps, this is my favorite definition of an herbal action. It helps you have productive gas. So it helps things. It helps muscle spasms in your gut. It helps muscle pain, but it also helps things to just move. So you know when you have that gas and it's just stuck and it hurts so bad, cardamom and other herbs and spices that are really pungent, that have that strong flavor, you can tell they have those powerful oils, are all carminatives. So helping your gut, helping you work that gas through. Rye, I'm so glad you're inspired. So what I like to do is just open these pods. You can see the seeds. Oh my God, they smell so good. So I'm just gonna open a couple of these. Corey, what else do you use cardamom for? I mostly use it in my drinks, but I'd like to branch out a little bit. Or anybody else who uses cardamom. I'm gonna do 3. Yeah, so I'm just kind of cracking them with my, like this one I just had to use a knife for, but I just kind of pull them apart like that. You can see the seeds, and I'm placing them in here. All right, I'm gonna put 1 clove in. Clove is fantastic and has been used for a long, long time for toothaches and for pain. And for any kind of mouth issues. People would suck on cloves and chew on them, and it helps the nerve endings in your mouth. With this smell, with this flavor, it is also, again, really, really good for your digestive tract. So I'm gonna put 1 clove in, just because I don't want super, super powered. I'm gonna do a couple more little scrapes of orange zest, just because it's fun and gorgeous, and I love orange. And oranges, obviously this time of year, fantastic vitamin C, helping to boost your immune system. Devin used to make toothpaste with clove oil. Cool. What else was in that toothpaste, Devin? I'd like to try that. Well, and it's also highly antiseptic. So not only is it helping with any pain, it's just cleansing and clearing out all of that gunk in your mouth. All right. Oranges, yes, immune system, vitamin C, and also it helps to remove toxic debris from your digestive tract. So, all right, we got 1 minute left. So eating oranges and fresh juice helps to just clean out and clear out. So all of these spices and this fruit that we're using today, amazing for the immune system and amazing for the digestive tract and for digestion. Corey says desserts, rice pudding, banana bread. Oh my God. Cookies, soups, depending on what kind. Video is interrupted. Uh-oh. I'm just going to keep going and hope it works. So, all right. This is almost finished. So I'm going to take my mug, your pleasurable mug, and I'm going to cut some orange slices. I believe it calls for like 2 slices per mug. So we'll do 1. And because this is organic, I'm putting the whole thing in there. There's a lot of good stuff in the pith as well. And I don't have a muddler, so I'm just going to use my juicer. Here we go. To kind of push it down and press it down and just get it nice and muddled in the bottom. I'm going to turn this off. Put my favorite, y'all know this. Oh, thanks. Devin, for letting me know it's okay. Coconut oil, baking soda, peppermint oil. Yeah, clay stuff. Vanilla bean infused maple syrup. So I'm going to do a tablespoon and a little more of that because it's going to be nice and juicy and delicious and pleasurable. Oh. Oh my God. Speaking of pleasure. Yesterday we talked about slowing down the body, taking a breath, setting your intention, calling in pleasure. If you still are struggling with just feeling pleasure or finding that spaciousness to feel the joy or the pleasure, the sensuality from all of the food, use spices. Cloves. Oh, cinnamon. I was going to add cinnamon in there. I'm going to add a stick just for a second while we're finishing up talking. So use spices to get you going, especially cinnamon. So cinnamon is fantastic for getting the blood flowing. I mean, you think about it, all of these are circulatory herbs as well. So when you get blood flowing, it flows to all areas of your body. And cinnamon especially is known as an aphrodisiac spice. So if you need some help spicing things up, call on your spices. So we have cinnamon, cloves, cardamom. Cinnamon, just so you know, fantastic for digestion as well and regulating blood sugar. So cinnamon along with holy basil, really, really, really fantastic for blood sugar regulation. All right, so this has cooked, has just simmered, lid on for about 7 minutes. I've put my oranges and my maple syrup in my favorite mug. And I'm just going to strain it out now. It's going to be so spicy and delicious. Oops. I'm not the best pourer sometimes, but that's okay. Most of it ends up in the mug. And with these spices, you can definitely use them for a second round. So I am just going to put this right here. And you could do water. So you could just do like a longer steep tea or infusion. But since I have this apple cider, I'm going to do it. Maybe Scott will like some when he gets home from work today. Alrighty. So I'm just going to, again, use my juicer. That was my muddler. Yeah, Devin, cinnamon. Get on that train. Just stir everything around. Oh my God, it just smells like fall. So we added cardamom. Let's see, we added cardamom, cinnamon, cloves. We could have also added nutmeg, which is a fantastic antidepressant. And another one that is really, really good for the digestive tract. Again, think of those spices, those smells. And all of these, y'all, this is so fascinating. All of these, the fall spices that we associate with the season are really, really good for the respiratory system too. So not only are they good, they're bringing that heat to your body, they're livening things up a bit, they are really good for your immunity and your respiratory system. So really perfect for this time of year, highly antiviral, everything in here, especially the ginger. So I'm gonna take a little sip. It's gonna be hot, but oh, that is so good. Hey Brandy, I see you're coming on. Oh my God, this is delicious. This is fall. If you wanted to, say you're having an adult party, you could add a little bit of like rum would be really good in here if that's your thing. Oh my God, y'all, this is decadent. You could add some vanilla as well. So good. Immune boosting, nerve settling, spicing things up, getting creative in the kitchen. Thank y'all for being here with me today. I am doing a giveaway by 9 p.m. So anyone who shows up, shows a picture of the drink that they made, either this cider or, ooh, got some orange flying around. This cider or any luscious drink you make today will be entered for a drawing. I'll do it around 9 p.m. for a custom essential oil roller blend. So I will get in touch with you and say, what would you like? It could be pleasure related. I've got some really good blends for that. Or something else that you would just like to call in. So I will choose the winner by 9 p.m. at 9 p.m. this evening. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for participating, and have a warm and spicy fall day. Love you.